Most people do not realize that they have a money wound, not a money problem. In fact, it is not your fault. Everyone in their lifetime has at least one money block that is keeping them broke. If your body does not feel safe holding money, receiving it, you subconsciously push money away. By identifying the money wound that you have, you're gonna be able to have a better relationship with money. And when you have a better relationship with money, it will make you manifest money 10 times faster. So today we're gonna be unlocking the myths about money beliefs, money everything. Stay along with me if you're ready for that. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna teach you how to rewire your money mindset. We're gonna be identifying the money blocks, giving shadow work, and last but not least, taking the aligned action that you can do every single day for you to change your money mindset. So if you like the topic, follow along. Number 1, you may think that you have to work hard for money, but that's such a lie. Who told you growing up that you had to work hard to get money? Most likely your parents. You were growing up with all of these beliefs of telling you money does not grow in trees. It is hard to earn money. You have to earn money. When in reality, that is not true. Let me ask you one thing and one thing only. Are the hardest workers the richest people that you've seen? No. Are the richest people you've seen work? Probably they do, but not as hard as a construction worker. If the hardest workers were to be millionaires in this lifetime, you will probably find them in engineers, construction workers. You see what I mean? When you start tying this logic into money mindset, it really does not make sense that you have to work hard for you to earn money. The truth is that money comes from alignment, not from forcing it. It comes from value, from creation, and a safe, regulated nervous system. What rich people do not tell you is that they mastered these energetics, and that's how they get richer. Because safety with money, emotional regulation, that's the first thing that you gotta prioritize when it comes to money. Number 2, money is greedy. I don't understand why people like to demonize money so much, but I also understand that in a way, because maybe we live in a society where you see all these rich people and you think they're greedy, you think they want more, you think it is not okay for you to receive more, because why would you? This is wrong. Money without money have stress, have anxiety, live in scarcity and survival mode. And wanting a stability is completely okay. In fact, we're human. We normally want more. Just because you see that rich people are bad, it does not mean that money makes them bad. In fact, money amplifies what you already are. So if you're a good person, you're gonna amplify that generosity. There's a lot of people that like to give. They like to donate. They like to help people. Not all rich people are bad. They were only bad in the first place because they were bad even before money. And the moment that they had it, they were able to abuse that power. So really, you desiring more money, it really is not greed. It is not bad. We naturally just want stability, success, and we want comfort, freedom. So do not feel bad for wanting more money. It is okay, especially if you have a good heart and you want to help someone else that is in need. That is a great way for you to want money, because you intentionally don't want anything bad. But if you have this belief that you think that bad people have money, then why would you unconsciously say that? When you unconsciously say that, what makes you think that you're gonna manifest money? So really, just try to change the mindset, because that is a money block. The same thing that I was saying earlier, you push money away the moment that you start thinking that rich people are bad. You probably had experiences with people growing up that were bad because of the fact that they had money. They were abusing that power against you. Or you've probably seen it on the media. You see all these billionaires, maybe they don't want to spend money on the community or anything. That is bad, but just because they have money does not make them bad. They were already bad people to begin with. You can be the difference. Healing your relationship with wealth is you becoming your most authentic self. Just remember that. Be a nice person. Be generous. That's where abundance comes in from the first place. Number 4, you have to save every penny. Saving up every penny that you get and not enjoying life is a scarcity mindset. I also have a really good story about the fact that when I was a server, I was making a lot of money, but I was not even spending it on myself. I was miserable, and I thought that a number was tied into my value, when in reality I started to realize I was blocking my money. Because think about it, money is like a river that flows and goes. And when you start blocking just the same way that I was doing, You start rejecting money. Money feels trapped. Money wants to be spent. And saving alone does not even create wealth. In fact, it just blocks it. It means survival if you're specifically not even giving it a place to go. There is a difference between saving up for more, saving up for a house, saving up for purpose, rather than saving up for emergency just in case, because you're actually manifesting an emergency. So that's where the good relationship with money starts. It starts with a good flow, going in, going out. And of course, wealth comes from circulation, not restriction. So remember that money is like a river. It flows and it goes. Number 5, there is never enough. You probably heard this belief in your life. When you think that there's never enough in your life when it comes to money, that's a scarcity mindset. Because for one, you probably had the mindset that you probably spent money on something. And then the moment that you have that thing, you're like, oh wow, this feels good. But then also, I don't have $5 anymore. This keeps you in survival mode because you subconsciously think that you are running out. You are keeping your body in survival mode. And your body, of course, is gonna block the abundance because you think that you don't have that abundance anymore. You don't see it as a flow state. You see it as like, I just lost something, I keep on losing, there's never enough. And that is a scarcity mindset. And the truth is that scarcity is a nervous system dysregulation. It is not a financial truth that you are running out. It is not a financial truth that you are getting broke because you just spent money for yourself. Especially if it was an investment for yourself. You really have to think about where your money is going as well. Number 6, if I make more money, I'm gonna lose it. And I guess a lot of people have this scarcity mindset that if they have money and then they're just easily just gonna lose it because of the way that they like to spend a lot of money. This belief comes from instability, from the past decisions of you overspending it, and then you thinking, oh, in the past I spent so much money, so that means that maybe in my future I'm probably not gonna be able to hold this much money. Because people think that they lose money inconsistently because growing up they were not good with money as well. Maybe someone in your family struggled growing up. Maybe you just never sustain abundance in the first place. So you just learn to survive, really. But here's the truth, you feel fear from being unprepared to hold more money. And this belief is gonna dissolve the moment that you start regulating your nervous system with it. Because in fact, money becomes stable the moment that you do. So do not forget that. Okay, now that we figure out what money blocks you may or may not have, let's do the shadow work. So shadow work, you probably already know what shadow work is. I really hope you do. But if you don't, it's basically questions where you ask yourself and you self-reflect in order for you to heal a wound that you have. In this case, we're healing money. Number 1, what is your first memory with money? Was it with your parents? Was it you spending money? Do you have good feelings about money? Or do you have bad feelings about money? How do you feel about money overall? Are you afraid of money? How did your parents talk to you about money? What made you think of money differently? What would your life look like if all of a sudden you make $10,000 a month? Does it come stress? That's impossible. Think about $10,000 a month. What feelings come along with it? What version of me is scared of money and why? So now we're moving on to the aligned action. And what is the aligned action? The aligned action is actions that you can take every single day from now on if you really want to change your money relationship to the next level. Number 1, every time you spend money, bless your money. You don't have to do it out loud. You can just do it on your mind. Every time you spend, you bless. You could say, money comes to me, multiply. Money returns, multiply. And every time that you receive money from someone, this could be even $5, $1, a cup of coffee. You want to be grateful. The more that you're grateful of, the more that the law of increase works on your favor. The more that you're grateful of, things are gonna multiply tenfold. So why not be grateful of the money that is given to you, the material things? Abundance isn't just money. It could be things. It could be little gifts. It could be paying your bill on time. It could be the trees that are outside your house, the plants, the clean drinking water. That is being grateful. And of course, every time that you're grateful about money, you're gonna want to express that and say, thank you, money. I am grateful and I am safe for me to hold you. Because that also tells your mind that, hey, I am allowed to receive money and I'm also allowed to receive more. Number 2, you're gonna wanna do nervous system regulation. And I know I talk about this a lot because it's just very important. But as I said, if you don't not feel safe with money, then what's the point? You do not have to do like hours of nervous system regulation. You don't have to meditate even if you don't want to. You just gotta make your body feel safe. This could just be doing a little bit of breath work, like for like 30 seconds before checking your bank account, before spending. And that also trains your mind like, hey, every time I open my bank account, I'm okay. Money is there. And you don't go into panic mode whenever you check your bank account, really. And number 3, track your money wins, your abundance. Just as like I said earlier, expressing your gratitude, you're gonna wanna track it. I'm actually gonna be making a money tracker soon, so you can write down. It's gonna be free and it's gonna be linked in my bio. Hopefully by the time that I post this, it's gonna be linked in my bio. Because in fact, you found $1, celebrate it. Someone gave you a cup of coffee, celebrate it. The more wins that you start tracking, the more that you're tricking your mind. Look, I am rich. Instead of focusing on the scarcity mindset of what you don't already have. Because when you focus on what you don't already have, it's gonna multiply, girl. And of course, last but not least, you're gonna wanna reprogram your mind. And the way that you do this is you catching yourself whenever you are in a scarcity mindset. Whenever you say a lot of affirmations of, I don't have this, I cannot afford it, this is way too expensive. These are just the common money beliefs, but I personally don't like having these on my vocabulary because I do not associate with that. Whenever you catch yourself saying all these beliefs, you're gonna immediately say something else. Something like, I am choosing where my money is going. Money circulates to me and multiplies tenfold. I can afford that. And this and many other things are gonna help you shift that mentality for you to become your most abundant self and for you to become that rich girl. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna make more videos like this because I love talking about money, because I am rewiring my mind as well, and these are things that I've recently just learned. As always, I'll see you in the next one.